All right, welcome into your 15-minute weather. I'm meteorologist John Zeigler with meteorologist Courtney Aitken. I'm wearing my jacket today permanently, I guess. I forgot my, it was 4:03 in the morning. I forgot my suit coat, but not a bad day for that.
Brains work differently at that time of day.
What happens with your brain at that time? I lose my phone all the time.
I think that you're just like, it's not on yet. That's the thing, is it's like your body's like, we should be sleeping.
I know.
The brain is not activated.
I come to about halfway to work while I'm driving. I'm like, oh, where are we going?
For me, it's like when I take the dog out and the cold air hits me and I'm like, hello,
the cold air
good morning.
The cold air is a good thing for waking you up.
It is, yes.
Yeah, no, that's the worst part of my job. Outside of that, great job.
Yeah, I agree. We have a good time here.
But I think the story was the cold air. I was making fun of Bemidji a lot this morning, but you guys hit -4.
Yeah, and we were trying to find the record, and we found something. I mean,
I think it's accurate. I think it's accurate.
Okay, so what we found was 7 below. So this morning was not a record, but it was close.
It was. I did see the National Weather Service had Hibbing at -1. So a lot of places on the Iron Range, the record was right around -1.
Mm-hmm.
Bemidji somehow just gets
It's so interesting. It's like just this cold pocket.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bemidji is, that's why they call it Burmidji.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Burmidji.
Burmidji.
And you'll fit in if you call it Burmidji.
Okay. Are you saying that to mess with me, though? Like, is somebody going to make fun of
No, someone from Bemidji this morning on Facebook, as soon as I post my thing, it was Burmidji.
Oh.
It's very common. People, you'll fit in really
It's a real
nicely.
thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but like here in Minnesota, like they think we're from Texas. Like the ones in Bemidji think Minneapolis folk
Oh,
are.
they're like,
those are the Minneapolis folk.
Weak.
Right. It's like how we talk to you Texans.
Yeah, he gave me a reality check this morning because I was doing a little bit of complaining about how cold it was.
You fit in well here in Minnesota. That's the Minnesota nice passive-aggressive complaining, I call it.
And to that, I would tell you, bless your heart.
Yeah, that's bless your heart. We victim couch it.
Victim couch it.
We're all victim couches here. It's okay. That's why we're Vikings fans. Anyways, long story. I'll tell you later. You want to take the first weather?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Can I borrow your clicker? Fabulous.
Looking
Thank
beautiful.
You. All right, absolutely beautiful. You got that sunrise. Skies are clear, and it was cold. I think that for the most part during the morning show, we were about 20 plus degrees colder than we were during the morning show yesterday. To me, it felt like more than that. I don't know if it's because I'm weak or because it was just really cold out. We had a little bit of a breeze out of the southeast, and that made it feel even colder, so it felt like teens and low 20s. Cold start to our Tuesday. Warm with scattered showers as we move into tomorrow. Tomorrow highs are actually going to make their way into the low 60s, which will feel really good compared to today. And then we just have a chance of some light showers moving through late afternoon. Not super impactful at all. We're getting kind of the southernmost tail of a system that's going to pass off to the north. We have some seasonal days with sun returning Thursday, Friday, and then some additional rain chances as we move into the weekend. We could even see 70s, but we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Just because we warm up doesn't mean it's going to be perfect out there, and those potential 70-degree days do come with some higher rain chances, so stay tuned for that. Today, 44, not very warm. Mainly sunny for most of the day, and then some clouds roll back in. We've got 40s to the south, mainly upper 30s off to the north. As we get into tonight, tomorrow morning, thank goodness it is not going to be as cold as it was today. So rather than talking about the colder temperatures for the 24-hour change, I think that tomorrow morning, John will probably be talking about the warm-up compared over the next 24 hours. I don't think this makes any sense, but if you tune in tomorrow morning, you'll see what I'm talking about. Tomorrow afternoon, we get some lower 60s. It will be very breezy, though. Winds start gusty out of the south, and then they shift out of the west as that system moves through. That system gives us a chance for some passing afternoon showers. We're talking maybe a trace amount of rainfall, so not a lot there. Could see a late night shower on our Thursday, otherwise pretty normal with regards to our temperatures. Lows in the 30s, highs in the 50s. We get a little bit closer to 60 for our Saturday. Then we have some potential low 70s on the table as we move through Sunday, Monday of this next week. But again, we've got rain chances both days. So we were talking yesterday about if you're looking only at temperatures, sure, that looks great, but scattered rain both days. So
when it warms up,
it rains.
It rains. Yeah, severe weather next week is going to be a big story to talk about as well. I mean, even southern Minnesota is probably going to get in the mix. Maybe Monday.
Which, ironically enough, next week is Severe Weather Awareness Week.
Yeah, kind of weird to do it if you have to talk about actual severe weather.
Yeah. Ideally, you do it before, but we didn't make
the. Know. I mean, I go back and one thing that I do in Minnesota I like to do is I go back and look at the years prior to see how different each April and March. These 2 months, May is always the same here, right?
Okay.
May is green. It doesn't snow in May. Or
Fabulous.
If it does, it's hilarious. But
I'm not going to be laughing.
Okay, one time back in Madison, we got 5 inches of snow on April 4th. But
night.
So so it can, right? But I think it melted by the afternoon.
Okay, well, that's manageable.
You're in the
guess.
70s, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, what I'm saying is March and April, year to year, it is vastly different. Some years I'm talking about snowstorms. Other years I've gone back. I don't remember, was it last year? We had a moderate threat in Metro in April. Tornado outbreak.
Wow.
So it's like it can happen very quickly.
Yeah, so we see the changeover really rapidly during the springtime. So that's definitely something to watch. And again, next week, Severe Weather Awareness Week. So we'll be talking about, I believe the way the National Weather Service structures it is each day is kind of dedicated to a specific phenomena. So one day might be watches versus warnings, one day might be tornadoes, another day might be hail. So that'll be some interesting content for sure. And since we have this whole 15 minutes, we'll have plenty of time to kind of talk about it and nerd out about all the severe weather things.
Yeah, I mean, it's time. I think unless we have severe weather, then we'll probably ignore it that day because we'll just tell you it in live time.
Exactly.
So we'll be dealing with that. I mean, I'm kind of excited. Listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to warm up, you're going to have severe weather. It's part of the deal. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is.
I want to warm up. I want grass to grow. All right, tornadoes. That's just part of the Midwest. And again, that's what we're going to be dealing with. So taking a look at, again, the sunset and sunrise. Speaking of spring, we were looking at this morning. This thing is just creeping up on us. The sunrise is at 6:43. So that means that you start getting light about 20, 30 minutes before this date. So in about 2 weeks, you're going to start seeing sunlight at 6. And then in a month, you're going to start seeing sunlight at 5:30. It's happening right now. The sunset is already almost 8 o'clock. That is something in the north. I don't know if, Courtney, if you've witnessed the amount of sunlight we have in the summer, but it is insane. It's almost never dark here. So sun comes up at 4 a.m., and it goes down at 10. So that's welcome to late May and June. But that's happening quickly. The total daylight here is 13 hours, 6 minutes, and 3 seconds. So again, March is where you gain the most sunlight, but the next month is April. 80 minutes of sunlight gained. That's a lot from start to finish. And not only that, the start of the month starts at 50. Towards the end of the month, you're pushing the high 60s, 70s. You're there. You just got to get through the month of April. Excuse me, but we're starting off the month cold. Sunday is I would call that an average day. I mean, I know it says red, but it was 1 degree above average. But when you look at the months right now, we're starting the month 5 degrees below average. And then you mark today as another below average day. Wednesday, maybe a couple of degrees above. Thursday's going to be average. Friday's going to be average. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will be above, and then we'll probably go below average next week, Tuesday through Friday. So an average month is ahead. That doesn't mean you're not going to hit some 60s. It doesn't mean you're not going to hit 30s. We're doing them both right now. It's just kind of a volatile month. Why? I believe we're coming out of La Nina and moving into El Nino, and that process makes for a very active Midwest. Don't just look at us. Look at the South. South of us is super active. Wait till you look at next week. Oklahoma, Missouri, it's going to be very active, and we've already seen over an inch of rain. So we're going to have a chance on Wednesday, and I think we pick up another inch here Sunday and Monday into next week. It looks like it could be a soaker. Speaking of the up and down trend, volatile. This is why it rained. This is why we had snow. Volatility, why does volatility in the temperature give you rain, give you snow, give you precipitation? Because that indicates that you're on the jet stream. The jet stream is passing you. If you're just in a straight above, like plateauing, then that means the jet stream is north of you into Canada and you didn't have a chance to get any rain. if you're straight cold, you don't get any precip either. That means the jet stream is down in Texas and we don't get any rain. So it just where the jet stream is. When it's going like this, that means that the jet stream is fluctuating, and fluctuation gives you precip. Today, we're going 44, breezy day, not a bad day. It's a solid day out there. The breakdown here today, it's still brisk, and it's still going to be windy. Highs are going to be below average. We got sun and clouds here. Tomorrow, we'll see temperatures warm up slightly. It'll be a very brief, very quick warm up, and now I do think we'll cool down a little bit on Thursday. You'll see temperatures kind of coast here a little bit on Thursday, and then we'll start seeing temperatures climb back up as we go into Saturday. But then the question becomes, all right, precip. Now, overall, I think this week is a quiet week. Not a lot of rain. You're going to have temperature fluctuations, but even Wednesday, that's a cold front rain. Cold front rain, because you're like, wait, isn't it 62? Why is he talking about cold front? It always warms up before the cold front. So the cold front typically means quick. You want to be on the low pressure center or on the warm front to get the rain. We get that Sunday, Monday.
And even tomorrow, there's that chance. But like you said, kind of a quiet week. It's one of those weeks where I think the rain chances stick out just because there's little else going on other than just kind of daily fluctuations in those temperatures.
I would say overall it's a dry week, despite Wednesday's chance. But then it'll be very wet to end the weekend and next week.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see whether we get to the 70s and also whether we get the more kind of widespread soaking rains toward the beginning of next week, because that system is one that I know that people have been kind of talking up on social media, and I think it's a little bit soon for that, but something we were looking at earlier today on the Storm Prediction Center is they've already highlighted Sunday and Monday, which typically they only highlight
3 days.
The next 3 days. So it'd be today, tomorrow, the day after that.
Right.
But on occasion, if the risk looks kind of elevated or the system looks a little bit robust, they will highlight even 5 days in advance. So they've picked out a few days.
I'm gonna go find that graphic.
Okay, perfect. So they've done that. Now the risk is mainly for the southern part of the United States, but it's pretty big. So they'll probably expand it. And it'll be interesting to see. Basically what I'm trying to say here is this is going to be a very large scale storm system, and we could just get cut by that over the weekend. So John will get this up to date here, and you can kind of see what I mean as we get the data filtered in.
I think you can grab it.
I think that it will be interesting to see, other parts of the country impacted by the storm system over the weekend, because it does look quite robust. So
yes, I'm pulling it up right now. Does this not work? Where is it? Well, I tried to pull it up. I did everything in my power, but
we gave it a shot.
I'm not ready to give up yet, though.
I think there is a way to do it, but it's a little bit different with those.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'm determined right now. Can you let me finish out my determination?
Yep, sure
Cool.
can.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to go with SPC Outlook. So this is going to be today. And then there's no threats here today. But I can come in here and I can't, I can only do day 3.
Oh, see, I was worried that might be the case.
On this one, you're only allowed to do day 3. All right, well, that's all we have.
We still have like a minute and a half.
No, I'm going to give it my all here. But I did try. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true.
We'll come back. Well, there you go. There's your threat on Saturday.
Yeah. So, I mean, that doesn't really impact
No.
us. But I think what I was trying to say, and I did a really bad job, is that, there is a risk highlighted for this weekend. It does not include Minnesota, but it'll be interesting to see if that's expanded. I wouldn't be surprised if
this will
Iowa,
all be
at the
lifting
very
north.
least, has a marginal risk.
Yeah, I mean,
Sunday.
I could draw in here. We only have 40 seconds.
Might not be enough for artwork.
I love artwork.
I know you love artwork. You're great at artwork.
Yeah, either way, you're going to see a bunch of tornadoes, probably a bunch of outbreaks, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And we'll probably see some of these creeping into our area. I expect a lot of rain Monday. Models are calling for a lot of rain Monday, especially north of us, near the actual center of the low. It's going to rain a lot. But it's also going to be 70, so who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I think it'll be different. So
I'm ready for storm season.
Yeah, we just had a meeting about it, so we're all locked in for severe season.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
We're
Storm
ready.
season means crappie season too.
Apparently, it seems like everything means crappie season to you.
That's not true. March is not anti-crappie.